Hi everyone, Linda here. I'm getting ready to start the next challenge, ticket challenge, and this month I'm going to change it up a little bit. You're going to make 3 strips of tickets, but I also want you to make a way of storing them, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with this Kleenex box, and first thing I'm going to do is take it apart, and then I'll show you the next step. And I got the idea for making this binding from Laurel in New Jersey. It's a really great idea. So what I'm going to do is glue these 2 flaps down, because that'll make a really heavy binding, because that's what I want, is a real nice wide binding. These I'm not going to glue down to the base, but I'm going to glue them to the paper so that at the ends I'll have a pocket. I know I want this to cover here and I want this to cover here, but in the middle here I'm going to put rubber bands to hold my signature in, and I'm not sure if I want those to show on the outside, so I'm just trying to think about how I want to do this, if I want to put the rubber bands underneath this or inside this, so I'm thinking about that. So these are file folders. There was the big legal ones that I got at St. Vinny's, and then I scored it. This is the regular score for where the file folder folds, and then I just made it long enough that I needed it for my box, and then it folds over like this, like the matchbook that I got the idea from Jamie. And then I took all of them and I put different borders on them. So, like for the different months, you know, so I got out all my border punches and used different borders, which was a lot of fun because I don't use my borders enough. And then I took the rubber bands and put those in the book like this. So you can see all the rubber bands in there. And then I covered the outside, but when I covered the outside, I stuck the paper in the rubber band and wrapped it around. Then I took this paper and wrapped it here, because I'm worried about the rubber bands, thinking, what if they break? Well, if they break, I can always go back in and tie ribbon or tie the signatures in. So then the signatures are just going to slide in like this. Like this, and then they'll just fold like this. And I got that idea from Laurel. Thank you, Laurel. This is so much fun. And so then this is the one I have done. This is the one for this month. And the theme was Valentine's Day, so I did the heart border. And this was a crown from Tim Holtz, a mask. Never used it, decided, okay, I'm going to use it, and some Lindy spray. Then I just put a little Velcro in there, and the Velcro I got at St. Vinny's for a quarter. And then here are the tickets, and I just slid those underneath that rubber band too, so that I could slide them in and out to use them, or if I just want to keep them and look at them. So then I just fold these over like this, and then fold this down like this. This gets folded in here like this, and then there you have it. And that's why I have to leave it so big, because these are going to get quite chunky. And Lisa and Yolanda, I made a fat book. Lisa and Yolanda are always making fat books, and that's what this is. So here's the cover. This is one of the tickets from the tickets that I made for this first month, and I put the title there. Then this is one of those headbands for babies, and I glued that down under there, and that just wraps around here like this. Then the other thing that I did that I think was so cool, was so much fun. Remember I said I wanted pockets at the end? Well, I made pockets, and then what I did is I took, you know, when you cut the big folder, there's always a little piece left. Well, I cut that one, and then I stitched a piece of overhead film on there to make a pocket. So when I cut off this ticket off my strip in here, see, there's only 3 on this strip because I cut that one off. Well, it was in the middle. So then I can put my extra ones to use in the little pocket and then just slide it in the end here. So I have one at that end and one at this end. These pockets are so cool. I can't believe I didn't think to make them before. Really, really handy, and you can see in them. So I'm going to be making more of those. There is my book. I'll be putting all these signatures. I can slide them in and out to decorate them according to the challenge that I have that month. I've put all the signatures in, and this old Velcro, I need to use a little hot glue on it, but the newer Velcros are holding really good. These I used a whole circle, that you know how you can get circles, but I think the half circles are plenty, you know, enough to hold it. So they're like that. Then the top looks like this with the signatures in it. My fat book, thanks Lisa and Yolanda. And then I put some washi tape on here. I'm not real thrilled with that because it's pulling up, so I'm going to have to either Mod Podge over it or something. Then I used some ticket ribbon to cover up the one seam, and I think I got that from Diane. Thank you, Diane. So I'm using the things that I have, and I'm just tickled to death with my little book. Okay, so here are my tickets. For this one, I used Spring is in the Air, and I stamped this stamp on Shrinky Dink with Stays On, and then I colored it with Copic markers to make these little charms. Then I used this cloud die for clouds, and then on the other side I put Hello Spring, and that's from this Raisin Boat set. Spring is in the Air, and then the little flowers are from there too, and the little grass is from. It's a fun set. Spring is in the Air. I've had that one a year. Then the other one I did was Hoppy Easter, and this is little bunny is stamped on vellum, and that's from the same set. That's that little bunny, and then some little cottontails and some grass. Then this side is this tree, which is really fun, and then this Easter egg, and then the little flower I think is from the other set, and then the little bunnies from the other set. But those I put glossy accents on, so they're kind of shiny, and then I went around it with Distress ink, Dandelion Distress ink. So that's that one. Now I'm working on this one, and for this one I'm using Cheers to Good Luck. This is the St. Patrick's Day one, so this is the Easter one, this is my spring one, and then this one is going to be my St. Patrick's Day one, and so I'm using this one. So what I've done is stamped this beer mug with Stays On ink, and I did that yesterday, so now it's ready for me to color it. Now, on the other side of this I used the Cheers side. I used just part of the leprechaun, and instead of stamping it in ink, I inked it up with Tim Holtz Distress black marker and just inked around it, and then I colored them in with the Tim Holtz Distress markers. So the images are colored. I use the E19, and I use Picket Fence Distress marker to do the foam. And when I used a gray, I think W6, for just around the bottom and the handle. Then the next thing you do is you cut them out. I kind of do a little bit of a shadow cut. So at Your Paper Pantry this month, the challenge is to show a book or container how you store your stamps. Make 3 strips of 5, and if you get your stamps to me by, I think it's the 20th that I put on the rules. You get them to me by the 20th, then your name will go into a hat for a prize, and the prize will be a package of Tim Holtz tickets, some of the pockets that I made in my book, and I'll show you those again, like I think 5 of them, and Graphic 45's French Country, a 6x6 pad that I'll be getting from Your Paper Pantry. I'll be making the winner 5 of these pockets if they want them, and in the size that they want. All right, so This is the next thing we have to do. Now, this is the part that always just totally freaks me out. I always think it's going to get wrecked. Oh, because I want to put this on like a charm, I need to put a hole in it right away. So I'm going to use my Big Bite and just put a hole up here, because otherwise I won't be able to get it in there afterwards. And I used the smaller hole, and I did that on the other one and it worked fine. What I'm going to do is put this like this, and I'm just holding it with like that. And then it gets scary when it shrinks. See? Oh, it's like, is it going to work? And I just keep holding it there. It looks like it's ruined, but it'll keep going. There we go. I do it until it's flat, and sometimes I just flatten it out a little bit. Isn't that cute? I just love it. Look at the size difference. They start out like this, and they become this. And they're real hard, like, well, not like glass, because they aren't glass, but acrylic. So here are my tickets. These are the Easter one with the bunny and the vellum, and then the other side has got the like Easter egg tree and the little purple bunny. This one is the spring one, which has little hot air balloons with clouds in the back, and the other side says Hello Spring. And this is the St. Patrick's Day one with the little leprechaun and the beer mug. Then underneath it, it says It's Your Lucky Day. And I don't know if the light's picking up the glitter, but I used one of these pens, Jelly Roll pens that add a little glitter and stuff to it. And on his hat. And then the other side of this one just says Cheers, and I went over the letters with that. All right, so I hope you'll head over to Your Paper Pantry, join the ticket swap this month, and show me your tickets and your book. You just need to show the book online. You need to send me the tickets, and if you send the tickets and I have them in my hand by the 20th, and you've showed your book on the website, I will put your name in a hat for a drawing to win 5 of these envelopes that I'll make for you, some of the large, or some Tim Holtz tickets, and some Your French country paper that I'm going to purchase at Your Paper Pantry. So, hope to see you over there. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.